What's going on, y'all? Matt in a hat, Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. You are tuned in to the hot list. As you guys come in here, let me know if you're catching this live, if you're catching this on the replay. I come to you guys Monday through Friday, typically around 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, and we talk about properties on the market. We talk about new properties on the market, properties that have had a recent price reduction, or if there's something unique about the property that I want to share with you guys and that you guys should know. As always, as Facebook gathers me an audience, you guys know that I share this out on my personal page. So I get some more questions, I get some more involvement, I get some more engagement from you guys, the viewers. Never fails. Whenever I get on doing a live video, I get a phone call or text message, and that's the most popular time to get a hold of me, I guess. What we also talk about on the hot list is a question of the day that is submitted by you guys, the viewers. Now, as you guys hopefully know by now, if you're new and just starting out, the hot list is now available for download in iTunes. So make sure you go to iTunes, type in hot list, hit subscribe, and leave me 5-star review. That's what I ask. That's the only thing I ask of you guys for watching these and getting something out of this. So if you learn something, if you share this out so other people can learn something, the only thing I ask is that you guys go to iTunes, subscribe. 5-star review is preferred. 1-star, 2-star, whatever the case may be. If you think it sucks, you don't learn anything, let me know. I'd love to hear it. So, but please, whatever you guys get a chance to do, leave me a review in iTunes. That helps me know what I'm doing, what I can work on, as well as build up the response in iTunes. So, as some of you may have seen or may not know, I used to have a sponsor of the week when I started doing this early on, and got busy, got sidetracked. So now I'm happy to say that we do have a sponsor of the week going forward for the next few weeks. So this week's sponsor of the week is Roof Check Contracting, and a friend of mine, Chase Henton, is the field operations supervisor in this area. So if you have any questions, I have tagged him in this video. So you guys have questions, reach out to him, and he's more than happy to help you guys out. He is actually in the process of helping one of my current seller clients to get their house looked at and repaired, and he goes above and beyond. So make sure you guys check that out. I've included it in the link below. Roof Check Contracting, they are this week's sponsor of the week. What that involves, for those that may not know, it costs them absolutely nothing. The only thing that I ask them is that they allow me to talk about them and promote them on the hot list. That's it. So if you are a small business owner and you would like to be a sponsor of the week, please feel free to reach out to me, message me, email me, text me, whatever the case may be. And again, the only thing I ask is you allow me to tag you in this video and talk about you and promote you in this video. So the property we are talking about today, new to the market, address is 2802 Northwest Sonora Drive. This is a very cool part of town. It's on the northern part of town. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, does have an attached 2-car garage. It has around 2,180 square feet, currently listed at $284,500. This listing is courtesy of Farm and Home Real Estate. They have done a complete remodel on this house. I've included the link below, so make sure you click on that and check out this house. It is absolutely phenomenal. They have done updates. When it was originally built, it was a custom build. What they've also added since the remodel is new windows. The appliances are new. The roof is fairly new, new guttering, new flooring throughout the house, as well as the paint on the inside and the outside of the house. So this is a very cool house, very unique house, very quiet neighborhood, nice part of town. Grew up not living too far from there. So very, very cool. Definitely worth checking out. Now, question of the day. This is my favorite part. I love that you guys submit your questions to me and I get to answer them. So if you have submitted questions before, thank you so much. And if you're curious about a question, have a question, shoot me a message, let me know. I would love to help answer it. Question of the day is, have I seen any crazy construction trends with COVID going on? I was tagged in a Facebook post that somebody had a hot tub in their living room. I've seen all kinds of crazy things. Or there was all kinds of crazy things in this post. I have not seen anything that crazy. So what I'm going to talk about today are actually the top 5 construction trends that are happening right now that I wanted to share with you guys and see if there was something that you get from this. Because the stay-at-home order is loosening. Of course, depending on where you live, maybe loosening a little bit more than others. And you know what I've seen, I have not seen a hot tub in a living room. I have seen, like, the craziest thing I've seen is a car jack that was holding up offset 2x4s. So they had one 2x4 here, and it was screwed to this one here. That was screwed to this one here, and it was screwed to this one here, that was holding up the front porch of a house. I did not go in that house because I was not sure if that was going to come down on me or not just by stepping on the porch. So that's the craziest thing I've seen. Are there popular construction trends right now? Absolutely. Changes? More than likely. Will they going to change? Will they change? Yeah, absolutely. It happens. While I have continued to show homes during all this, I have seen some things not so crazy and more common. So with considering the changes and, you know, maybe you want a refresh or restart on your house, don't know where to start. Well, here's some of the top 5 trending constructions in homes currently that people are doing. So I want to share these with you and see what you guys can get from them. Number 1 is children's playrooms. Many homeowners have felt, especially recently, I'm sure, that their kids need a dedicated space to be loud, to play, to enjoy themselves, to, you know, just do what kids do. You know, get loud, get rowdy, get obnoxious. They're kids. That's what they do. And typically, kids can play anywhere that they're going to find space. So whether that is in your home office, your bedroom, their bedroom, the living room, so it's not ideal because you give them free reign and they are going to take it and they're going to run. So with children's playrooms, this can also give them that space that they need that is going to separate them from you trying to get your work done or whatever you have. If you have a china cabinet or a hutch, you want to keep them away from that. So by dedicating a playroom, dedicating a space, this is kind of like controlled chaos. And this also usually helps confine the clutter. Now, I say usually because those of us that have kids, we know that's asking a lot. And that's why, it's controlled chaos. So what I have seen is a dedicated room and a dedicated space. Whether that is an existing room, like just a bonus room or a spare room, or even the children's room itself, if it's large enough to double as a play area. Some people I've seen some remodels, top to bottom. I've also just seen storage updates and safety updates. Number 2 is ditching the formal dining room. Now, I've shown a number of houses that have had dining rooms and they've had formal dining rooms. I've actually had a couple clients that, are more like me. They're like, what do I do with a formal dining room? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's for. While these have been common for many years, they're not so common anymore. And people just see it as a wasted space or an unusable space. So what I've seen a lot of people now, because they want a room that they can do more than just set up a table and chairs. I've seen home offices. I've seen dens. I've seen reading rooms, cool little nooks. Like the coolest one I've seen was a reading space, and it had a bay window at the end, and there was a pillow that you sit on and some pillows in each corner. Was very, very cool, very nice setup, and I really liked it. And they were able to do that just, by not doing a whole lot of construction. Number 3 is smart home construction. This has been more and more common recently, especially with new home construction. My wife's residents would think that it's more like science fiction, but now it's more common because of automation, like Google Home, Alexa, whatever Apple has. I don't know. While most of these are plug and play smart lights, we all have the smart lights. Well, I've got 4 or 5 of them upstairs. We've all seen the thermostats, so the Google thermostat, the Nest thermostat, outlets. There's new types of sensors for doors, for windows, especially doors and windows. I've got a now 11-year-old. It's not going to be too far off that he's going to be trying to sneak out of the house. So, maybe some sensors or alarms might be in his future. I've also heard, I've not seen too much around this area. I've also heard that with new construction, they are adding sensors that will detect any type of leaks or drafts. So whether it's drafts from windows, water leaks, if doors or windows are opened or left open, and then like I got into the last one with security. What I'm also seeing now, and I think this is very cool, are Ethernet hookups and plugins. Why is that important? Because we all know that the Wi-Fi signal drops whenever it hits a wall or an obstacle. So by adding Ethernet extenders and Wi-Fi extenders, this avoids dead spots in the home. So these are very cool. If you get a chance to install one of these, I would definitely love to know how you were able to get it to work. Does it help? So give me some feedback on that. Number 4 is what I've seen the most, and that's home offices. These are more and more common, not just because of COVID, more so because of recently millennials. So millennials, I'm not going to say have started this trend, but they have helped grow this trend simply because they like the flexibility of being able to work from home and from the office. So while working from home, as well as, entrepreneurs, this can be as simple as taking your laptop into your bedroom, kitchen table, or as extensive as customizing and remodeling a spare bedroom into a home office. So this gives you the ability to maximize productivity with storage, a custom desk, which I found a desk I want. It is badass. I can't wait to get it. Only downside, won't fit in my home office. As well as soundproofing to help, reduce some echo, or if I talk loud, I'm sure those of you that know me know I talk loud. It's not hard. It's hard for me to whisper or talk at a lower volume. I'm just a loud talker. That's what I do. So soundproofing, or not so much the sound coming in, but sound going out as well. Also with improved lighting. And as you guys know, I've talked about what I have set up here. The lighting is difficult. I'm learning with it. I'm experimenting with it, and as well as outlets too. Probably the coolest one that I've seen as far as a home office goes was this seller. Wasn't my seller. I was showing a buyer the house, and they on the description it said it had a shed quarters out back. I was like, what is that? So we go out back and it's a shed. The shed was, let me get this right, I think it was 12 by 14, 12 by 16, something around that size. And it was insulated. It had a window unit that was both heating and cooling. And he moved his office from his house to the shed just so he had a dedicated space that he was able to go and get away from the house, get away from the distractions. So I thought that was very cool. Before we get on to number 5, let me just run through these real quick. So some of the 5 most common construction trends that I've been seeing recently are: number 1, children's playrooms with a dedicated space, helping control that chaos and reduce the clutter throughout the house. Number 2 is ditching the formal dining room for a more functional, usable space like office, reading room, den. Number 3 is smart construction with smart lights, thermostats, making Google homes that run off everything. And number 4 was the home offices with a dedicated home office or shed quarters if you can find one. And finally, number 5 are smaller room designs. So how do you take a smaller room that isn't necessarily an open concept and it's kind of walled off and separated from other rooms? While open room designs have been more popular recently, they're still popular. What you're seeing for a lot of houses that aren't able to get that open concept, you're seeing the smaller room designs. So what this does, of course, it's not every room, so don't jump on me here, but a smaller room that is, off the kitchen or off the living room, off the dining room. These are going to be more compact rooms that you're going to put different style of furniture, different theme into, and maybe a chair or a love seat or two chairs, or maybe a chase lounge, something like that. That's really and these are going to be typically more modern designs that have thinner lines, so they look like the space is really larger than it is. So that's what I got as far as the top 5 construction trends that I've been seeing recently, and I've seen, I've heard, and I've experienced. I would love to know if there's something else that you guys have seen as far as construction goes that I didn't mention in here, or that you would like me to answer, or you may have questions about. So thanks for watching today's Hot List with Matt in a Hat. Matt Johnson Real Estate, powered by Keller Williams Diamond Partners. I do this because your experience matters and should be trusted with a veteran. Y'all have an awesome Tuesday, and I'll see you on Wednesday.